Welcome back to Combat Insiders. My name's Wayne Cole, coming to you once again from Australia, and I have another very special guest who fights on XFC Demolition Fight Series 1, 19th of October. Can't wait. He's the main event. Ridz is fighting out of Absolute MMA. He's a 3-2 amateur fighter. He'll be fighting Troy Fumo for the flyweight title, mate. Really excited to have you on board. You're fighting out of Absolute MMA, which is really a pack of killers, mate. They are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually dropping into the gym tomorrow. It's so deep, mate, but really wrapped that you're actually on the fight card, mate. So who else from the gym's actually on the fight show?
Jasper.
Yeah.
Josh is fighting for the belt as well. Josh
Yep.
Grubb. So he's
Yep.
coming back from Thailand and
Yep.
fighting for the belt. And we have another flyweight on the card as well, Louis Trent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's making his
Saying that, I
debut.
was just actually talking to Louis. He's pretty excited as well.
Yeah, I talk to him every day in the gym. He's ready to get the show on the road. Like, he's been training hard. We've been training together as well. I can't believe he never fought before. He's really good. Like,
so that's obviously not something I've never ever spoken to you about. So having another flyweight in the camp, is that something that helps you?
Yes, most definitely. And we have a couple of other flyweights in the gym as well. Because we both committed to the fight, like really looking forward to the fight. So mentally, we're helping each other out as well, not just physically, like looking forward to the fight. So, mentally preparing each other. And we kind of, it's a good flow, like between flyweights, like I reckon it's the good size, good training partner. So, and that they're gonna show up in the gym every day for the fight camp. So yeah, there's always someone to train with, because if someone who doesn't have a fight coming up, they might show up like 2 or 3 times a week, and then that's it. And then you have to.
As the promoter, it's great to hear that you're both in there, mate. That's
fantastic.
Yeah. So you're fighting Troy Fumo.
Troy Fumo, yes.
What do you know about Troy?
I think he's 3-1. He's fighting out of John Donahue and Pro Fitness MMA.
Yep.
So I've seen his fight before. He fought one of my teammates, Finan Kinsella. So I was there.
Yep.
And they did not disappoint. That was a good fight. That was a good matchup. It was a great main event. And I think he's pretty well-rounded. He got good stand-up, good grappler, good wrestling. So when I see him fight, like even with my mates on the chair there, I'm like, we were just chatting, like pretty soon you might be facing this guy, you might be fighting. I'm like, yeah, for sure, because he's a flyweight, I'm a flyweight, and this guy, like after that, I mean, he's been fighting, so I know that he's gonna keep at this. Like you get guys who fight and then they stop fighting, they don't fight anymore, but yeah, I know eventually I will fight him. I just wasn't sure which promotion went away. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the fight, really.
Now, no one likes to answer this, but how does Ridz get the W?
I see the fight going the distance, all 3 rounds, because I got good stand-up, good grappling, good wrestling as well. And he's about my size, my height. So I don't know. Just I see it goes the distance. Just my fighting style. I like to take my time, and if that's if the finish come up, like if there's a submission or a TKO, I'd definitely go for it. But I see it goes the distance.
All right, let's change direction, mate, because obviously I've done a little bit of background on you and the bodybuilding, mate.
Yes.
Talk about the body, but apparently you have the biggest arms at Absolute.
Before I start MMA, I was doing bodybuilding. So throughout primary school and high school, I've always been very competitive in sport. So in primary school, I was a sprinter. I represent the state in soccer, and throughout high school, same thing. And then when I get to college, I start lifting weights because I wanted to be bigger. So it just took off from there. Like after that, I just start competing again. Like it's just in me. And
I'm not going to flex my arms because I've seen how big your arms are, mate. So I'll leave my arms down. You leave your arms down, and we'll be okay.
Yeah. No.
Can you do me a favour? Because what
Yeah.
I'll do is I'll pause. Can you just drop your camera down? Just because just drop your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and up
Yeah.
a bit, up. Perfect, right there.
Awesome.
So we'll cut this part out. No, just because when you were talking, you were going down, and I want to be able to see everything.
Okay,
mate.
okay.
So we'll kick off. So, who's your most annoying teammate at Absolute?
I don't have to mention names, do I? Can I just...
It's up to you. I just thought maybe you'd want to throw someone in. What about Lisa? Is she annoying?
Oh man, yeah, she hits hard, man. Like, even though I tell her, dude, I'm fighting in 2 days time, she still go hard. Like, but no, yeah, you get teammates that just spaz, you know, like they go crazy and they come in like, oh, I forgot my mouth guard, or you know, I forgot my 8-ounce glove or something, and then you just go crazy and trying to hurt you. And I guess those guys are pretty annoying, you know.
Shout out to Lisa. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there. So, mate, you're obviously on this mixed martial arts journey. What was your inspiration? Why did you get into MMA?
I came to Australia about 5 years ago. So I was still I was doing bodybuilding when I came here, but I wasn't competing. I was just continuing my study here. And I didn't know anyone here, so I just trying to pick something up, just trying to do something. And that time, I start off doing jiu-jitsu because it's pretty big here in Melbourne. So, you know, I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool, pretty awesome. So I signed up for my first class and I went in, and I was huge too, you know, because I was doing bodybuilding back then. And these small guys, they just throw me around and put me in rear naked choke and guillotine choke. I'm like, you know, I'm huge, you know, like they're doing this so easy, being technical and stuff. I'm like, I need to learn this stuff, you know. And again, being competitive, once I start doing jiu-jitsu, I start competing in a lot of jiu-jitsu tournament. And then after that, you know, I mix with the guys at the gym. They start talking about MMA, start talking about UFC and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you know, I start watching MMA fights, UFC fights. I start doing MMA, and then again, I start competing. And
Who's your favorite UFC fighter?
UFC fighter, I would have to say Khabib.
Khabib? No, you know what? About 2 years ago, no one would have said Khabib. And I reckon the last 3 or 4 times I've interviewed different people, a lot of people have started to say Khabib. So his profile's on the rise, mate. What does your family think about you jumping in the cage?
Ooh, in the beginning, my mom, my dad, my parents, like, you know, once they know I started competing in jiu-jitsu tournament fighting, they do want me to come back and like, all right, this is not for you, you know, like I don't want you getting hurt and stuff. And after I actually won my jiu-jitsu tournament, you know, and then from there they see how committed I am. I guess they say like, you know, they rather me doing something else, but at the same time they do support me. Like they would share my videos, you know, tell their friends about my fighting and stuff, you know, what I'm doing here. So in a way they do support me, but you know,
there's worse things that you could be doing than fighting in a cage though. So as long as they're supportive, mate.
They do, yeah.
Switch gears. You just got back from a holiday, mate.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite holiday destination?
Well, I practically live here now. I would have to say Malaysia, man. I love going back home and just eat all the food and just get fat and not worry about training. Just eat, and then catch up with my friends, my brothers, sisters over there. Yeah, we have to be Malaysia. Every chance I get to go back, I will go back.
So you just got back from New Zealand. Other than the cold, how was it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just because my parents came down to Melbourne, and then we decided to go to New Zealand after it's cold. Like my mom got sick. We enjoy the holiday park, but my mom got sick for a while, and
that's good, mate.
Yeah.
So are you ready for the rapid fire 5?
Let's do it.
Fury or Wilder, who wins the rematch?
Fury.
DC or Stipe in the 3rd fight, which apparently is happening?
DC.
Okay, how does he win it?
Wrestling, because he realized his mistake in the beginning, you know, he wanted to trade, but, you know, he just is wrestling.
He dominates for a whole round, and then he forget it was the weirdest fight ever, mate. Whittaker or Adesanya, and that's only in 2 weeks in Melbourne, mate. So who do you think?
I like them both. I would have to go with Adesanya.
Okay, well, you're the second one in the row that said Adesanya. Everyone at the start was saying Whitaker. I think people are starting to change. So think about Diaz versus McGregor. Who wins number 3?
Diaz. I love Diaz.
Yeah, well, we all hope Diaz wins as well.
Yeah.
And last but not least, and I always ask this question, I don't know why, but I do. Chris Cyborg standing in front of you.
Yeah.
You have to marry her, you have to fight her. What are you going to do?
I have to marry her or I have to fight her?
Yeah, which one?
I would fight her.
How long would you last in the cage with Chris Cyborg?
I don't know, 5 seconds or something. Mate, my partner is she can fight, so
well,
I'd rather fight Chris Cyborg and then
in the room. I'll shut up now, mate. So, of the local scene, obviously you go to Path to Hex, you go to Hex, you go to all the local shows.
Yeah.
What's the one local fighter that you make sure that you try to make sure that you see all his fights, all her fights?
Well, Lisa being one of them,
Yep.
And I have other flyweight guys in the gym as well because I train with these guys, so I always try to make it. If I don't make it, then I'll get the pay-per-view and watch their fight. Because I train with them, I want to see them do well. I want to see them win, and I want to see what goes wrong as well. So in the gym, we can meet up and work on our mistake, and because these are the guys I train with, Yeah, and it so happens that all the card Lisa's fighting in, so I have to say Lisa.
All right. So who do you need to thank from the gym, whether it be coaches, friends, family? Who would you like to thank? Obviously, you're a couple of weeks out from a title shot. Who do you want to thank?
All my coaches in the gym, man, like all of them. I got to where I am today, like all my wins and my obsession with mixed martial arts is because of them. Mentally, physically, especially mentally, man. Because we have 3 branches of Absolute, so I train in CBD and in Collingwood.
Yep.
So we have a number of coaches that train me as well. So Tiago, Raja, Simon, Tao, Lucas, Sam, all these guys, man, they show me what mixed martial arts is all about. And my family, because in the beginning it was their idea for me to come to Australia.
Yep.
So if they hadn't sent me off, I'd probably still doing bodybuilding at the moment, So I would have found martial arts. So then I have to thank them heaps. My partner, she, watch out for my injuries. So she got me all the medicine, all the Voltaren, all the painkillers and everything from training, all the mouth guard that I keep losing, my shinies, my putting up with all the smelly gear. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, mate. And I really appreciate your time. Where can we follow Ridz on, whether it be Instagram or Facebook? Do you have a Facebook page?
I do. So you can just Google my name and everything will come up.
Fantastic, mate.
Yeah, just Ridz space Wan. Yeah, so people just call me Ridz because it's pretty hard to pronounce. So it's just Ridz Wan, and my Instagram is _Ridz Wan. Yeah, just get on there and come down October 19th because it's gonna be a hell of a fight night. You will not disappoint. I'm really excited for it.
If you haven't got the tickets, hit up the page, hit up your favourite fighter, 19th of October in Sunshine, XFC Demolition, Fight Night 1. Can't wait. Give Combat Insiders a like. Follow Ridz. Appreciate your time. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
Cheers, mate.